I'm fired up for this episode. I spent all weekend reading this book that Big Sean recommended, Ask and It Is Given, and it truly led to some just massive breakthroughs for me. The biggest realization I had this weekend, and I think that's really important for you, is that you're blocking yourself. You block yourself when you think about all the things that you want, but then you feel the feelings of not yet having those things. In this book, it talked about this idea of if you're driving from Phoenix to San Diego, you know there's only one way to get there. It's you get in your car, you point in the direction of San Diego, and you keep going in that direction until you get there. And that's really how life and manifestation works. However, we live life a completely different way. Because you would get in the car, you would start going from Arizona to Phoenix, you'd maybe make it an hour or two on the freeway, you're halfway there at that point, but you'd be like, I'm not seeing the signs of success, I don't feel it yet, I'm not having money come in, whatever. That's how you block yourself in doing that. So then what happens? You start to slow down the car, you maybe turn back around, maybe you give up. You're never gonna make it to San Diego that way by doing that. What you have to do is actually put yourself in the end state that I'm already in San Diego and everything is coming to me. I was reading this article this weekend. There's this philosopher, and his name's Neville Goddard, and he has this idea that he really wanted to go to Barbados. This was in 1933. He didn't have the money to get there, but his family was all there, and he wanted to go home, and he wanted to see his family. And he was working with his mentor. And he said to his mentor, I want to go to Barbados. And his mentor goes, boom, you're in Barbados. That's it. You're in Barbados. Every night when you go to sleep, just picture yourself in Barbados. When you walk around, I know where in New York, it's in the dead of winter, but you're in Barbados. You know, some months passed and he wasn't in Barbados. He didn't have the money to get there. He wasn't seeing how he could do it. And so he kept going back to his mentor, wanting to talk to him about how he would get to Barbados. And every time his mentor got pissed, stormed out and slammed the door on him. And he said, you're already in Barbados. Why would we be talking about how you are going to get to Barbados? And that's how you have to think about manifesting all the desires that you want in your life. And it really clicked for me when one of my role models who I really look up to, Russ, talked about the same thing. Russ is a really successful artist. He's on these world tours. He's crushed it. But he talked about when he was younger, he had the mindset that he was the biggest rapper on the planet and the world just hadn't caught up to him yet. That's what I'm talking about, living in the end state. He was already in Barbados. If you're already there, you don't have to do the work of getting there. The universe is the one that's going to do the hard work for you to get there. You don't have to worry about that. You just have to decide what it is that you want, take inspired action to get there, and then the universe will catch up with it. Russ talks about how if you think these things strong enough, if you visualize it strong enough, if you practice affirming it, talking it into existence long enough, if you make that your reality, it's not long before reality catches up. I've been channeling that for myself. This morning, this is the world's biggest morning talk show for energy and positivity. There's 12 people in it right now, and it's just the world's going to catch up to it. I don't have to do anything. I just have to keep being me because I'm already that person. I already have the biggest talk show. I'm doing it right now. It's the universe that's going to wake up to it. And you have to just live in the end state of the desires that you already want. And so the next part about that is there's this idea of no half pregnancies. If you get pregnant, you're pregnant or not. And it's the same thing with anything. You either have it or you don't. And I think a way that I've been blocking myself is saying, oh, to create this morning talk show, I have to put in the work. I have to do all this. I have to create. I have to build. That's not right. There's no such thing as working towards it. You either have it or you don't. You can't be half pregnant. And so it's like the mindset flip that I had was I'm it. I'm in the end state and it's the universe that's catching up to me. I'm already doing it. I'm already in Barbados. I'm already the biggest talk show host. I don't have to do anything else to work towards that. I just became that. And now that I'm on that frequency, now everything else can come to me. Does that make sense? This idea, don't work towards it, just have it. You know, there's the saying that everything's already been created, all these alternative realities. There's a version of you that has it, so just be the version of you that has it. You don't have to work towards it. You don't have to become anything. Becoming something's a switch. You can be whoever you want to be today, so just be that. Just make that decision. And so I just chose for myself. And so you have to live in this end state. You have to think from your desire, not of it. And I'll give you an example. I'm 30. I want to find a relationship that excites me, the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life, like all that type of stuff as like a soulmate. And when you're dating, it's not focusing on the fact that, oh, I haven't found that yet. I think about how I already have the best relationship. Like me and my soulmate, Miss Jazzy, we're the biggest power couple. We have the best relationship. Everyone looks up to us and we just have our fairy tale relationship. I know that's true because I know that's how my life is going to go. The universe is just working to bring me the best person in the most fun, adventurous, and exciting way. The way that you think about it is you're the ocean, and the universe is bringing all these rivers to you. All rivers eventually make it to the ocean. And it's the universe's job to bring you the best path in the most exciting, fun, adventurous way. So I don't have to worry about it. When I'm dating, I don't have to worry about people's actions. Those are all just data points as to whether or not they're going to meet my standards for what my relationship's going to be. I'm already in the end state. I'm evaluating whether or not this is going to be the person to match that. So any data point is about them. It's not about me. It's not about my worth because I'm already in that end state. Operate out of a place of love. And you just have to work on coming from yourself as what feels most genuine to you. And you have to detach from outcomes. And I think like one of the things I've learned the hard way is you can't expect everyone to be the same kind of person that you are. And there have been times where like I've gotten my feelings hurt from expecting someone to act similarly to how I would act. And then that makes you, instead of operating from the place of desire, you reconsider your desire and whether you're worthy of it. Why do they act that way? Why do they feel about me? That's not it. You have to maintain your level of what your life is going to be. Take a relationship. I know the relationship that I'm going to have, and the person that I'm going to have it with is going to have an unlimited ability to express and receive love. And it's going to be dynamic and dynamite and electric, and there's going to be no shortage and outpouring of love between us. And if someone can't meet that standard, that means they're not a fit for the relationship that I'm operating from. That's a data point about them. It's not a data point about me, and it's not going to affect the way that I feel because I know the relationship that I'm going to have in my life, and it doesn't matter. They can't make me feel that way. I'm already in that end state. I already have the best relationship with my soulmate and the love of my life and my partner in crime. And if someone can't match that, that's them, not me. Thinking of the desire that they want to be in love or they want this out of a partner instead of thinking from the desire that is this the person that's going to be the match for the end state that I'm living in. And so to be in the end state, the key to manifesting, the key to all of this is you have to feel it. And Russ talks about what does it feel like? It's not just good enough to visualize it like, oh, I see myself with money. I see myself on the super yacht. I see myself with success. That's not strong enough. It's what does it feel like? What does it feel like when you step onto your super yacht and all your friends and family are there? What does it feel like when your friends are greeting you with their arms wide open? What does it feel like to see the look on your parents' faces to do that? What does it feel like to put your hands on the steering wheel and get the boat started and to feel the engines boom? And it's really important that you have to immerse yourself in the feelings. And the more stronger you feel it, it's not long before reality catches up. Your mind cannot distinguish between really intense visualizations and reality. So the more that you do that, the more that will become your reality. There's no way that it doesn't work. There's no way that it doesn't work. That is it. Like there's infinite abundance and you can create it. And what's even more important is when you feel the feelings of having everything, you have the things that you desire. So how do you not go throughout the day being happy? If you have everything you're working towards, why wouldn't you be happy? And it's important that you have to be happy because being happy is what puts you in the state of receiving all the things that you want. This all goes back. Like it was really crazy to realize this because I realized that like the key to everything is appreciation and gratitude and self-love and just genuine joy. That's the highest form of emotions. And when you're on those highest emotional planes, that's how you attract the things that are most valuable. But most people aren't in those emotional states. Most people are depressed, they're negative, they don't appreciate, they're not grateful, they don't love themselves. And so you're holding yourself back because you'll never get to those levels of the things that you desire. But if you can find a way to get to those higher levels, you're just permanently in this state of joy, in this state of appreciation, in this state of gratitude, in this place of love and self-love, which makes you appreciate life, which makes you also get everything that you desire so that you appreciate life even more. It's the biggest win-win-win, but that is the secret to getting everything that you want, is you have to just start by enjoying life. And the more you enjoy life, the more you get more things to enjoy. The more you focus on the good, the more the good increases. Like, I'm sure you've seen it. There's people who are happy. Like some of my best friends, they always text me. They're like, man, life is amazing. And you know what text I always get from them? Man, life is amazing. There's also some people, man, life sucks. I'm down in the dumps. Like, things aren't going well. You know what I hear from them a month later? Man, life sucks. I'm in the dumps. Things aren't going well. What you think about, you bring about. You create your reality up here. And the last thing I want to talk about is there's no negotiating with yourself. There's no negotiating. Like I talked about, there's no such thing as being half pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. You either have the things that you want or you don't. And it's all about being in this end state. And it's all just a decision. Like I said, if you're already in Barbados, immerse yourself in our Barbados. You're eating breakfast today in Barbados. Today you're having coffee in Barbados. Why would you be negotiating with yourself about how you're going to get to Barbados? You don't have to worry about that. You're either in Barbados or you're not. But everyone is like, yeah, I want these things. I can see myself with it. And then throughout the day, they don't act like it. Oh, I'm actually not in Barbados. I don't know how I'm going to get to Barbados. And that stops the flow. And that's how I realized that I was blocking myself. And I think you'll realize that you are blocking yourself as well. You don't have to work on the how. You just have to immerse yourself in the what and the why and how it feels. The universe will take care of all the hard details. It's crazy. And I think one more thing that I've been working on, and then I'm happy to open it up for questions, but I've been talking about how my friend challenged me to act like it, to really step into owning my power and owning who I am, because I was holding myself back, caring about what other people thought. I think to the nth degree. If you even think about posting content, like, yeah, I probably could have exploited my life more. I could have subjected myself to more judgment, even like this. Instead of being like, oh, I hope this is valuable, it's like, this is going to change your life. I know it, and you know it, and you got to act like it. And it's not even acting like it, because it's this transformation. I went from like knowing that you're the man to acting like you're the man to then being the man to then like even now where I'm at, which is like, it's such a done deal that I'm the man that you have to act like that. You have to act like the version that has all the things that you want. I have to today act like I'm the biggest morning show news anchor with millions of listeners and a successful business empire today. And so if you're that version of you today, then how would that version of you act? It's not acting like the power that you have today. It's acting from the power that you have from your full capability once everything is realized and once you've realized your potential. That's how you have to act. And that is where I felt this entire transformation came to be. You step into the future, that version of you, and act from that place today. That's how you act. Not the most confident version of you today. Not Cole, June 15th, 2025. Cole, May 22nd, 2026, when I'm doing a pop-up jazzed up from Con, because I'm a world phenomenon. That's the end state that I'm operating from today, and that's how I'm going to approach everything today. And that's how you get all the things that you want. You have to step into that version of you that has it and act from that place. That's how you attract it. And you're blocking yourself when you want to be that version, but then you look at the reasons that you're not that version, and that's how you stop the flow. And the way that I realize is you have to just convince yourself that you're that version. It's just a decision. You either have it or you don't, so you have it. And then it's the universe is just bringing that to you. Like, for example, I could be like, yeah, I want to be the biggest morning show news anchor for positivity, all that. but there's only 12 people in this live right now, so now I'm discouraged. I'm not that. It's like, no. I made the decision that I am the biggest, that there's millions of people here. That's all that I have to do. My work is done, and now the universe is bringing all those things to me. You know, it's like you got to think of like your life and the universe like this like powerful, like lazy river. You just have to sit back and enjoy the ride. The universe is going to do the hard work. And once you just bask in the flow of it, like think about just like getting in the power of the algorithm, right? That's the universe is going to do that hard work for you. You don't have to do that. You just have to show up with like genuine aligned intention and take inspired action to it, and you'll get it. And that's fun and it feels good. So that's like how you do it. That's the secret. There's one other thing. You don't have to worry about things are going to happen. It's called the bridge of intentions, or Big Sean calls it the bridge of trust. You just have to see yourself in this end state. And when you look backwards, that's the only way that you can connect the dots. But all these little things are going to work out for you. All these little twists and turns that are going to take you down different paths. And that is ultimately when you look back, you're like, yeah, that's going to be how I made it. You don't have to know how you're going to make it. You ever look back in your life and think about all these micro series of events that led you to where you ultimately ended up and where you wanted to go? That's the universe working for you. And there's so many small things that you can pinpoint that lead you to where you are. And when you just view yourself in the end state of success, of having the things that you want, you can just look back and realize all the things that worked out for you because that was the universe working for you. I told you this is going to be the most powerful episode yet. Like I'm not even kidding. I spent all weekend by the pool tanning and reading, and like I journaled 5 times. Like it really truly felt like this incredible transformation. And I think like even something I've been repeating to myself is like, I am receiving, I'm allowing, there's no limit to how good things can go. I'm in abundance. I'm always receiving positive surprises. I'm excited about how good things are getting so quickly. There's always constant surprises. I'm always receiving large sums of money. I'm always meeting great, new, exciting people. I'm always experiencing new experiences. And that is like how you place yourself in that position of receiving. But there's even some examples where that like wasn't the case. Like you just have to realize when you are blocking yourself. And so I'll give you an example. Like you can only